Whether you're looking to make a change in your current career, or you're looking to move into the IT field, or you're just looking to make more money, the AWS certifications from Amazon can be one way that you can really change your life. Stay tuned. Before we begin today's video, I want to let you guys know that this video is brought to you by Pluralsight. There's a link in the description below, and if you use that, you can get 7 days of Pluralsight access for free, which means you can go access some of these AWS courses for free and start learning everything that you need to know to get yourself down that path to get AWS certified. Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Zach with IT Career Questions, and today we're focusing on the AWS certifications from Amazon, and more specifically, we're talking about the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. And it's more than just a mouthful. So to give you guys a brief overview about AWS certifications, they are some of the most sought after certifications in the IT field today. If you go and look on Indeed.com and search for AWS certification, you will find thousands upon thousands of job listings looking for people who have their AWS certifications. AWS can be bundled into many services, but they are most widely known for their cloud platform. There are quite a few AWS certifications, but today we're just going to focus on one, which is highly known as the most recommended AWS certification that you should get if you are just starting to get into cloud platforms, specifically AWS platforms. You do not need any prior knowledge to cloud services to begin your path down the AWS certification path for the Solutions Architect Associate certification. And this might sound a little confusing to you when the certification says architect in it, and that's a very high level position right there. But the Solutions Architect Associate certification really kind of breaks down the entirety of the AWS cloud and the services offered within. So you can start from knowing nothing about AWS and nothing about the cloud. And as you are going down your path for the Solutions Architect Associate certification, you will learn everything that you need to know about AWS, specifically in that architect role. Now, there are other associate certifications out there, but those are most often recommended for somebody who has a little bit more knowledge to AWS and how some of the services work. Specifically, the Developer Associate and the SysOps Administrator Associate. So what is the AWS Solutions Architect Associate certification? What is it all about? With this certification, you're going to learn how to manage, deploy, and develop solutions based around AWS cloud services. An AWS architect will oversee how the cloud and cloud services are developed and maintained within your cloud environment. They also implement solutions based on customer requirements and implement best practices to the organization or project within the AWS infrastructure. That's kind of a rough overview of what AWS is. I will put more links down in the description that can give you a better idea on what you could expect with this certification. But to give you a more streamlined explanation of this, you simply manage how your cloud environment essentially operates, how things are structured, how things get implemented within your cloud environment. So you really do have to have a good fundamental knowledge of how AWS services work within your environment. Now, AWS is used widely everywhere. It's the most widely used cloud service platform that is out there. So knowing how this works is going to be very beneficial to you. But how this works in an actual business environment is going to vary based on each individual business's needs. Essentially, what a lot of businesses are doing are taking a lot of the different services and applications that they have stored in-house on their own servers, and they're now moving them to the cloud. And AWS operates a little bit differently than a normal server within your own environment would work. So you have to understand how an AWS infrastructure would work going to the cloud. So who is this for? Who are the AWS certifications for? And who should get started on the Associate Architect certification that AWS offers? And that's everyone and anyone. If you are really interested in learning more about AWS and understanding it, and you have a passion for this, you can learn it. There are plenty of examples out there, and I will also link to those in the description below, of people who have gone out and they have studied and learned everything that they could about AWS with no prior knowledge of how the cloud works or even how AWS works. And they've studied for the AWS Architect Associate level certification. They passed it. They are now certified. And now they are working in the field in a role servicing AWS. They are making really good money doing this. There are a lot of jobs out there that pay a lot of money just by having an AWS certification. So going down the AWS certification path can literally change your life in many ways. You don't have to be an expert in the cloud or AWS to get started in this field. As mentioned earlier, if you guys are interested in learning more about the AWS Associate Certifications, you guys can go check out Pluralsight. There is a link in the description below. You guys get 7 days for free, and you can check out everything that you need to know about learning everything you can about AWS. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys are interested in more, please leave a comment below. As always, take it easy.